it's me Wataru. We will start to practice bebop on the next video. And now it's good to know what we will practice in the close future. And can you tell what tune's chord progression it is? The tune entitled Back Home Again in Indiana probably was the favorite one of Lester Young. And as you may know, Charlie Parker put his own melody on the form and entitled the tune Donna Lee. Today I will compare Lester Young's solo and Charlie Parker's solo on almost the same form and explain the difference of the phrasings of swing jazz and bebop. And Indiana by Lester Young is one of the Aladdin sessions, and it's recorded in 1942. Donna Lee by Charlie Parker is the one recorded in 1947. Now, take a look at the Lester Young solo first. There are two spots of harmony, C7 as 2 dominant 7th of B flat major in the form, here bar 3 and 4, and here bar 13 and 14. On the bar 3 and 4, Lester didn't play 7th note that has tritone interval from the 3rd. The tritone interval is dissonant, and it gives tension of dominant 7th chord. Probably his intention was avoiding the tension, and without those notes, the 3rd bar sounded relaxed here. However, on the bar 13th, the notes 7th and 3rd are played like this, and the phrase carries good tension and energy to go to a big cadence. Right after that, C minor 7, F7. That goes back to the tonic major of the tune. To say, the 4 bars here have an energetic arc to go to the second half. Looking at the detail on bar 5 here, skips and steps give a very simple rhythm of typical swing jazz. On bar 7, he was hearing B flat 7 instead of B flat major 7. You can see the 7th note here. On the bar 15 and 16, there is a development of a motif going half step up, and the notes on bar 16 work as flat 9th and flat 13th and second half. The 3rd and 4th bar, Lester Young avoided to play the 3rd and 7th note strictly on C7 as well as the first half. From bar 21 through 23, it is so-called minor 251 in G minor. I will compare this part to Charlie Parker's phrase. For now, please remember all the notes are eighth notes. from bar 25 through 28. About 3 beats each of phrases make a good rhythmic context. It is also a typical idea of swing jazz. Another swing jazz phrase here. From bar 29 through 31. A simple rhythmic development goes over 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. The tempo of the original recording is 184 beats per minute. Alright, then Charlie Parker's solo. Now let's take a look at the Charlie Parker's solo on Donna Lee. The tempo of the original recording is 244 beats per minute. And I wrote this transcription all octave lower. Charlie Parker also avoided to play the 7th note on the first C7 on bar 3 and made the bar sort of pastoral with the 6th note instead. And he did play 7th and 3rd notes on the C7 on bar 13 and 14. These notes. That is the exact same approach as Lester Young's solo. On bar 5, the phrase starts with complex rhythm, and from the top it goes down with chromatic passing notes like this, and sharp 9th, flat 9th of the harmony F7, and resolves to the 5th of B flat major through a chromatic approach note from below. This is a chromatic approach note to the target, which is 5th of B flat major. This is a representative bebop phrasing. The rhythm of bar 9 is more complex comparing to the same spot of Lester Young's solo. Do you remember? Lester Young's solo was based on 8th notes. On bar 16, the phrase ends with upper extensions, sharp 9th and flat 9th, with a chromatic passing notes between them. And the second half of Charlie Parker's solo. The third bar of the second half solo by Charlie Parker, he didn't play the 7th note, and he allowed himself only to play the 3rd note here. Please compare the phrase on bar 21 to Lester Young's. On the minor 251, Charlie Parker's phrase relies on the same F sharp diminished 7th. But with the triplet, the rhythm is more complex. On bar 24, the whole tone scale goes over G minor 7 and F7. And as it gets to sharp 9th and flat 9th of F7, the notes function as pivot notes, and the phrase transits to F sharp melodic minor scale that functions as F altered dominant 7. This is probably the most sophisticated harmonic approach of his first chorus. Please compare the phrase on bar 29 to Lester Young's. The difference of rhythmic complexity is simply visible. Comparing two kings of swing jazz and bebop. Here comes the summary of development of bebop based on the layer of swing jazz style. Number 1. Alternative ideas of dominant 7th chord with upper extensions such as sharp 9th, sharp 11th, flat 13th. Number 2. More appearances of chromatic passing notes and chromatic approach notes. Number 3. More complexity of rhythm by triplets and 16th notes. You should be ready to practice bebop phrasings after watching my videos ever. Alright? A saxophone can be your friend for life. Then it's gonna be more fun. I will see you soon.